Early this year, we're in the current situation of pandemic due to COVID-19 virus. Everybody knows that it brought so much effect to our lives, but also to our economic, education, employment, as well as to our international business and trade. In today's video, we're going to discuss a brief introduction about the international business and trade and the cost brought by COVID-19 to our international business and trade. International business and trade is all about making business across the national
International business is an activity which involves exchanging of goods, knowledge, technology, and capital across national borders. In short, it is a transaction of goods and services between two or more countries. Learning this course will surely taught us on how to do international business, specifically imports and exports. I believe that this course will help and support us in the near future if we are going to put up a business. Moreover, this course will expand our knowledge on how to do business internationally. With this, it will surely build ourselves to become a competitive entrepreneur internationally in the future.
What are the things we expect to learn if we study international business and trade? By studying international business and trade, we get to learn how to invest internationally. Second, we need to consider the things in doing international business. Third, we get to learn what are the importance of exportation and importation of a product across on different borders around the world. Fourth, we get to learn and understand how international business differs from domestic business. Another thing is we get to know the advantages and disadvantages in embracing international business. Lastly,
In addition, in studying international business and trade, we will able to learn about the risks accompanied when we undertake international business. As a future entrepreneur, it is important to us to know the things that affect to our international business and trade.
Coronavirus is the latest factor affecting international trade. And according to experts, it has creating a grim economic outlook for the future of global trade too. And besides its worrying effect to the human life, the novel strain of coronavirus or COVID-19 has the potential to significantly slow down not only the Chinese economy but also the global economy. Many firms procure their supplies from different countries around the world to build new products locally. And since coronavirus was originated in China, which is the central manufacturing hub for many businesses around the world, it has created a huge impact to the global economy. Hence, it disrupts international trade and global shipping. The importing and exporting of supplies has been affected too due to this pandemic. Many firms experience difficulties in having a transaction internationally. And since firms are not able to generate a higher income unlike before, the unemployment rate increases. And if the unemployment rate increases, the economy of one country tends to slow down.
Since COVID came, it disrupted how people and places get goods. Due to its presence, there's a lot of products and services that is hardly affected, both import and export. This includes crude oil. Though we know that crude oil is an essential product, this doesn't necessarily mean that it cannot implicate negative impact to the international business and trade. Due to the limited workforce, because companies need to implement skeletal work to maintain social distancing, the movement of people and transportation gone limited. This leads to the demand of gasoline gone down. This affects the oil producers around the world. Most oil industries needs to cut down their production. If this pandemic would still continue for long, this would affect the distribution of the crude oil to the entire supply chain.
In this current situation of COVID-19, this affects the international business and trade by causing a pause on numerous global manufacturing production. Today, there are many companies affected by COVID-19 due to fall in industrial production coupled with a shutdown of factories and minimizing the production output, which result in loss to the global trade. And because of this pandemic, many business needs to stop their store operations, like the international brands, H&M. They recently announced that they will shut down 170 physical stores worldwide. They prefer to focus on online sales, and this will affect the profitability of their business.
Agricultural farming. When COVID-19 became a global outbreak, the crisis had brought two impacts, which is the good and the bad. Some of small-medium enterprises have little profit, while big companies could generate huge income. During these trying times, we need to follow government protocols, even though this pandemic had brought negative impact. There's still good opportunity that arise, most especially to those agricultural farming. The banana and rice importers and exporters, they could still send and receive products because the distribution is not hindered. While local farmers had difficulties in sending their products to many places due to community lockdown, it means to say that they are very affected.
COVID-19 affects tourism. In this case, I will discuss why tourism is related into international business and why COVID-19 affects tourism. First, let me discuss what is tourism. Now, tourism is a service industry that plays an important role and has been expanding in recent years in developing countries. This expansion benefits for related international businesses such as hotels, resorts, travel agencies, and so on and so forth, where it attracts foreign money and generates income. Now, tourism is the hardest hit by the outbreak of COVID-19. In 2020, global international tourist arrivals are declining between 20 to 30%, down from an estimated of 3 to 4% in early January, as UNWTO estimated. Because of COVID-19, a lot of international tourist spots are now declining. Like Berlin, pleasure boats are filled with tourists 8 months ago and now mostly empty. Hotels and restaurants are also worried that people will stay away because of COVID-19.
As businesses goes through rough times due to this pandemic, we should always keep in mind that in entrepreneurship, there's always a risk. The only thing we can do is to be like a rubber. We should adapt to change quickly. Be flexible. Be like a bamboo, which remains standing even in trying times. Find ways. Be creative and embrace difficulty.